The work of Faith Freedom Life fills a huge gap in our community. We are often not even thinking about the families of incarcerated individuals. We're always focusing so heavily on the individuals that are incarcerated. And so when these supportive services are offered, it provides a safe space for men and women of justice-involved persons, not just for those individuals, but for their families, to learn from each other, encourage each other, participate in a shared experience that is one other people that aren't going through something similar have no idea what that's really like. And it also is an opportunity for these individuals to just face and deal with the stigma of being the family or a family member of someone who's incarcerated. There's often sometimes shame in certain families that someone they know, they love, care about is incarcerated. And that feeling is not easy to adjust to. It's not one that everyone can understand. And so Faith Freedom Life provides that space, that safe space to adjust to a new reality. So the work of reentry is to help individuals become whole, either whole again or become whole. And part of that process includes the individuals that they are connected with, family members, close friends, however they define family. Individuals who are justice involved need stability. They need family stability. It also has been shown to reduce recidivism when connections are recreated basically once somebody's released from prison. And so those connections or reconnections are important to helping those individuals through a successful reentry process, because that's what reentry is. And the process is not just for that individual that's justice involved. It also includes the individuals who love them, care for them, have been absent from their life for however long that individual has been incarcerated. That's trauma for both the individual that's justice involved as well as the family members. There are approximately 5 million children who have had a parent that's experienced some form of connection with or involvement in the criminal justice system. And if we look at the work of Faith Freedom Life and the connection between prevention and preventing that whole cycle of incarceration, especially the pipeline to prison for our youth, family stability is so important to that. And if we're able to really support those individuals who care for justice involved men and women, care for justice involved youth, then we are able to hopefully disrupt that whole cycle that we talked about. And so that cycle means less youth going into the adult prison system. Disrupting that cycle means less recidivism, youth committing new offenses, adults committing new offenses, because they have that level of support that's needed. I really believe in the mission of Faith Freedom Life. It's a needed resource in our community. We have so many individuals that come back to Hamilton County. I think in 2023, there are approximately over 600 individuals coming back to Hamilton County who had served time, and time was complete as far as their sentence is concerned. But then there's individuals coming back to Hamilton County that are on probation and parole. That's an even larger number. And so when we think about the work of Faith Freedom Life, it is part of that whole process of disrupting that cycle of incarceration. It's part of that process of identifying strategies to reduce recidivism. And it starts oftentimes with the family, because that's the foundation that our individuals that we're working with who are justice involved sometimes struggle with, is that foundation. And so we want a stronger foundation for our men and women who are justice involved. And I really thank Faith Freedom Life for filling that gap. Expanding the program is an opportunity for our entire community to take advantage of the resources that's provided through Faith Freedom Life. It broadens their reach. it offers an opportunity for families of incarcerated persons to take advantage and have access to the resources that are offered through Faith Freedom Life. And by broadening that reach, it also educates the community on the importance of supporting families of incarcerated persons. Faith Freedom Life is the model, I would say, for creating programs that support families of justice-involved individuals. And so if we could invest in this work, invest in building more programs and organizations that help broaden the work and broaden the reach of Faith Freedom Life, I think that would be a wonderful and very purposeful type of initiative to get going.